What's up, guys? I have my Kubota ZD 321 here, and today I finally did a transmission service on it. I purchased this mower used 640 hours, and I just couldn't tell if the filter's ever been changed. It looked like the top yellow transmission filter had been changed, but the bottom filter down low, which is your main hydraulic flow filter, looked very original to me. It's an 08, so it was time, knowing the hours. You know, I think it's a 400-hour service. It was best just to get it done. So I'll put my new decal on right there. So let's lift up the seat so you can see the filters, and I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks of what I learned on how to do this correctly. Let me make this easy for you, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so here you can see that is your every 200-hour filter, and the one down low, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see here, that white filter right there, that is your every 400-hour service. Now this is a 12.8 quart transmission, so I got a whole case of super UDT. That's what it's going to take. Your drain plug is right on the bottom of the transmission. Let's see. It's that large bolt, dead center on the bottom of the case. Then your fill is right here. So you're gonna pop that off. It's just a breather. Pull your main drain plug on the bottom with your oil pan. Let it drain all the way out. Put your plug back in, and then move on to each transmission. Right here, you have your main bolt right here, which is actually a bolt, structural bolt right above it. I'm not sure if I can show you in the video right here, my finger, right behind it, right here. That is a drain on both sides. Now, let me prepare you. The force of the fluid coming out of here is gonna go straight into the wheel. And I wasn't prepared the first time, so my hand ended up being my shield to drain down into my oil pan. Then I got my trusty cookie sheet that I use for many things, and I actually put it sideways, just like this. And I rested it on the inside of the wheel, and that way when it shot out sideways, boop, runs right into the pan and right into the fill tank on your oil pan. So just two easy tricks. So that's draining. You know, you're just gonna do center, you know, left or right or left, doesn't matter. Just make sure everything drains individually. Get all the oil out. Put all your drain plugs back in. Make sure your crush washers are in good shape. Then at that point, pull both your filters, bottom and top, reinstall your new ones. They actually have a, call it a torque spec on here. I think this one was 1 1/4 turn from when the rubber O-ring touches the face of your pump. So you screw it on, okay? And then look at this filter. It actually has an index on it that says 1, over here is 2, 3, and 4. That way when you rotate it, when it touches, you know where to go. Then you can rotate accordingly. The bottom, it does not, but I think the bottom actually said when it hits the O-ring, it's 3/4 of a turn, and that's the seat for the O-ring. When you fill this transmission up, take this out. Okay, it's a screen filter. It's a breather. This is just a big breather cap. Then get a funnel that fully fits down into the transmission, like so, okay? And pull your dipstick out completely, that way it can breathe. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill up about 8 quarts of fluid, okay? When you get to that 7th quart, start going slow, because where I went wrong and I made a mess, note the oil's still sitting on top. When I topped off my 8th quart, it started just overflowing out of this dipstick tube. So then I let it sit, got paper towels, cleaned up my mess. Of course, it overflowed on the floor over there, which it looks terrible. It wasn't much, but on wood it spreads. Cranked the machine up just for about 15 seconds, pulled out my funnel, and when I looked down the transmission, I could actually see, you know, the aluminum housing down there. And that's why I knew it drank the fluid. Now don't go driving, just let it kind of find its way. And for the 3rd gallon, quarts 8 through 12, I had to probably turn it on for every quart. So 8th quart, 9th quart, had to turn it on, 10th quart, had to turn it on, so on and so forth till I got to 12. And then your 13th quart, same exact thing. And your 13th quart is going to be where you actually read your dipstick. When I had 12 quarts, I'm right at the bottom of this dipstick, and your final quart is really going to be getting that balance of your fill. So just make a note of that as well. But yeah, once you're done, you take this out and just put that stainless breather back in along with your dipstick. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to put it in this direction because there's actually a notch right here. Not sure if you can see it. That is for the breather. And if you see on your cap, there's a breather there as well. You line it up, and boom, you're done. So it's simple, right? But I couldn't find just a quick, straightforward video to get this done without having to watch a 30-minute breakdown of 10,000 things. I just wanted to see, where are my drain plugs, where do I fill, my filters, and capacity and recommended time on the filters themselves. So if this video helps, please smash that like button. I always appreciate it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See y'all next time.